And we're back to learning Gimp, and this time I'm going to show you how to create a letter portrait effect. You've certainly seen this effect. It's very common. All that we need is a portrait. You can find the photo that I'm using via the link below. It's free to use. You can also see I've got a white background. Now I use the type tool, left click on the canvas, and this creates a new text layer. I'll press Ctrl A to select it, and now I size it up and pick a font. Let me check this one. I'm not really happy with this. Let me use the type tool again. I click on it, Ctrl A again. I go down to 1200 and maybe I use a different font. Let me use Bell MT, something like this. This should be fine for our tutorial. Use the alignment tool, left click on it and then center it. This is the starting point. Now let me make the photo visible again. And you want to position that. To be able to do it, just go down with the opacity and then use the move tool. Maybe you also want to scale it up or down. Press Shift S if you need the scale tool. Mine is already scaled fine, so I'll keep that. But if you need to scale yours up or down, just press Ctrl S and then left click on it. The next step is to copy it. So just copy this layer. But first I'll make the opacity 100% again. I'll make the top one invisible. I right click on my text layer. Then I click on Alpha to selection. This is going to select our letter. Then I right click on the photo layer, add layer mask, use selection, confirm via add. So this already covers our letter. I go to select none. I bring back the copy. Go down with the opacity. I'll do it for the copy obviously, so let me switch here. And I want to bring back the face on the left hand side. I use the path tool for it. And I go over this outline. If you're used to creating outlines, you can just skip ahead. It's just a basic outline. If you're new to it, first step is to use this path tool and just left click. Don't worry too much about curves. In the first step we don't have to worry about that. I move around in the image by pressing the spacebar and then left click drag. And I zoom in and out holding Ctrl, and then I use the mouse wheel. When I've arrived at the edge of the letter, we don't have to worry about outlines, as this is already covered anyway, so I can just go down here. And when you've arrived at the starting point, just hold Ctrl. You can see this changes the cursor. So you've got a different icon now. And this is because you see it right here on the left hand side, the edit mode changes from design to edit. So this is what Ctrl does. And then you can click on the starting point and this closes the shape. Now the next step is to create the curves. And to do so we can just hover over the line, left click and then drag. And you can adjust the angle by dragging these handles that pop up once you've dragged the line. And again, spacebar to move around, zooming with hold Ctrl and use the mouse wheel. Alright, that looks good. Now all that we have to do is to right click on it. Then we use select and from path. Switch back to the layer mask. So I'll make the top one invisible and we need the layer mask right here. So our original layer, but not the layer itself, it needs to be the layer mask. Make your foreground color white and then go to edit and fill with foreground color. And now this part was added to our layer mask and made visible. And if I deselect it all, you can see we've got this typical letter portrait effect. And you can add it, for example, here to the hair if you want that in your letter portrait design as well. So it's the same method. One more piece of advice. You can see right here I've scaled it in such a way that the letter is a little bit cut off. So here on the right hand side. So you want to watch out for that when you scale your image. In my case it's not a huge issue as the background was a very easy one. Or when you've got a complex, a pattern background, you definitely want to avoid that. I can get around it easily here by right clicking on the text layer, alpha to selection again. Then I create a new layer, let me just call that fixed layer, something like this. It's important that it's transparent. It's on top of the letter, so the text letter layer. And now I use a color swatch, use the eyedropper tool here, click on the background color. And now you can use the brush and paint over it. And it's going to fix the issue easily. But as I've said, if you have a complex background, be careful with it. You definitely want to check the scaling and the positioning of your photo beforehand so that you have to take care of such issues. But I'm fine here, Shift Ctrl A or select none. And this is how you can create this letter portrait effect in Gimp. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.